Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. If you are new here, hello, my name is Emily and I create artwork and sell products based on my favourite books, games and animation. I sell my things on an Etsy, so you can check that out in the description box down below if you are interested. So we've got a bit of things to get on with this week. There are some orders that I need to pack. November is proving to be quite a good month. Very good. I'm thinking people are probably doing their Christmas shopping and I am at the fortunate end of that, I suppose. So that's really good. I've got some more orders to package for that. I am expecting a pretty good delivery today that will have some new keyrings to show you guys. So I'm very excited for that to arrive. It'll be sometime today. It's estimated before 1 o'clock. So when that arrives, I can unbox that and then organize everything. And then that also means that I need to do some product photography, which I've been putting off putting these like new stickers on my shop. But I should probably also photograph these so that I can get them on as well. So there was these like mushroom fairies and also the toad astrologers. Oh, there was more. Where have they gone? Because there was also, found them up here, the Spellbound Princess. So my free 3 more successful Drawtober drawings I turned into stickers. So I'm thinking I should make a listing for these bad boys. Nice holographic finishes on those. I have like the stars on the fairy and the toad and then like a broken glass effect on the princess. So I could put those on the shop as well, but I'll be doing all the product photography together just because it's a little easier to sort out all in one go. So I need to wait for that order to arrive before doing that. But speaking of keyrings, I do actually need to organise the keyrings I currently have because a couple of orders have come in like months ago, I suppose, by now. And I never actually went through and organised them and put them in the box. Like when an order has come in, I've just been grabbing it out of the bag and then having to peel the plastic off. And it just adds a little bit more time on to the packing. So I need to go through all of those keyrings and peel the backings off and put them back in to the little box organizer so that they are easier to find, and then I'm not rooting around in a bag trying to find the design that someone has ordered. So I also want to do that. So I'm pretty sure that that is everything that I need to update you on, basically just talking you through my to-do list. So I'm just going to make a start on all of those things that I said needed to be done. And I think the most important thing for me to start with is to pack those orders. So the first thing I need to do is do the handwritten thank you cards. So if you're new, every order comes with a little thank you card where I write a little message. It's got my information down here, and then on the back there's some artwork, and I always try to pick artwork that isn't like on sale in the shop. So it's kind of like a little surprise of like some extra artwork. This is actually a Draw This in Your Style illustration that I did a long time ago. The original was by Mary DeMary, but I just really liked how my version came out, so I've used that for the current thank you card, and when I run out of these I order more. So yeah, I always like to do that. So we are going to start with writing out these. There you go, there's the first one. I have wondered, because obviously I want my shop to grow and like eventually, like the dream is that I might have like hundreds of orders to pack at once. And I'd be able to quit my day job. But obviously writing out hundreds of these is going to take a long time. So if I get to a point where I am making lots and lots of orders and like making lots of sales, I think I will change it so that the message is actually printed and then I can just sign it as like Emily with the kisses and everything. That might make things a little faster. But for now, I can take a little extra time to just write them out. So in addition to the thank you cards, I also like to give out some little freebies. So I do a freebie, sorry, bookmark that's just got like, you know, one of my artworks on there. Again, it's a design that I don't sell in the shop. The print is available in the shop, but as a bookmark, it's like one of a kind. So you only get one through placing an order, but you get one for buying anything. Every single order in the shop gets one of these. So there's the freebie bookmark and then the freebie sticker, which at the moment is my little toad astrologer. He is slightly different from the one that I'm planning to sell. So he is smaller and he doesn't have the holographic effect. He just has like a laminate. But I thought he was like really cute, especially for like Halloween season that's just gone. Like he sort of fits the vibe. I really like him. So that's what we have got for our freebies. 3, 4, 5. So we get those put into a little baggie that keeps them nice and safe. Now I'm just checking because I have a couple of orders where someone has ordered a sticker, and it's easier to put the sticker that they've ordered in here because it stops it from kind of getting lost. Because what I normally do is, stickers would go in a little baggie that's this shape, but I did have someone a little while ago who contacted me because they panicked that I hadn't sent them their sticker. And it's because the sticker was just in that like little tiny baggie, like because it was just a singular sticker. It was quite thin. They like lost it in the envelope, but then they messaged me straight back after to say, oh, never mind, it was inside the envelope. So I'm thinking it might be better to actually put the sticker in with the bookmark because it's just a sturdier thing and like they're not going to mistakenly lose it or something. So I've got 3 orders that I can just seal up. Okay, so let's have a look. It looks like Rosa has ordered an Astarian sticker and Zoe has ordered a shadow heart. So thank you, Rosa and Zoe. I will get those out. My nice sticker organizer. Although I have like too many designs that I have to double them up, which makes it a bit awkward. Just checking the quantities. It's just one of each one. Great. So I'm gonna pick a nice shadow heart one. I don't know whether I should like get rid of a bunch of these. I cut my shadow hearts before the Cricut had like an update that made it really accurate. So some of the shadow heart ones, the outline bothers me a tiny bit because it's quite thin and sometimes it isn't super accurate. So I always try and find one that's like worked the best. And then I suppose when I'm just left with the ones that I don't really feel like I want to sell, that's when I'll reprint them or something and then just give the rest to my friends or something. I do have a friend who loves shadow hearts, so I could always pawn them off onto him. But yeah, I found quite a nice one, so she can go in there. Ooh. And there we have it. Oh, I tell you what I need to do is make more of those little Happy Mail stickers, because I ran out of those. So I normally place a little sticker here that would say Happy Mail, but I can't today. And I always just make a little note on here. So this one was for Zoe. Just so I don't mix them up, because I like to print the labels once everything is packaged. Get that ready for Rosa. Okay, up next, Larissa has ordered a stained glass rose notebook. I love this design, and so does like everyone on Etsy. It's one of my most popular designs. Other than the Astarian Baldur's Gate notebook, this one sells like the best. I've only got a couple of these left, but I have ordered a restock. I'm not sure exactly when it'll get here. I'm hoping in time for like the Christmas rush, but we will have to see. It's not an exact restock either, I should say, that because this one here is with lined pages, but I'm phasing out any lined journals and moving so that every one of my journals are dot grid, because I find that that's more versatile, and you know, people tend to use this sort of style of notebook for like bullet journaling and things, and I thought about having like 2 different types, but I don't know whether I have the right sort of space and everything to keep twice as many journals just to have different paper types inside. So I feel like dot grid is better. It's really nice in these journals. It's quite a like faded little dot, so it's not too in your face or anything. So Larissa. But yeah, I always get really excited when a journal sells. Right, next we have Michaela, who has ordered 2 Astarian keyrings. And this is why I need to organise my keyrings, because I'm just reaching around in this bag. So I can see an Astarian, oh, I can see 2 together. Here we go. Okay. So I take him out of the little baggie that he comes in, take the plastic off the back. Now the reason I like to do this is because it's not always obvious that there is a plastic coating on the back, but it can get a little scratched and scuffed and look a little messy. So I don't want customers to think that the keyring has arrived all scuffed and scratched, because they can't quite tell that it has this little plastic backing. So I find it's easier for me to remove it. I mean, I could put a note in there to say like, oh, it has this backing you can remove, but it's so fiddly as well. I don't want people to think that, you know, they have extra work to do when they receive it. So I find it's better to do that. And then what I do is I put them inside a little baggie to prevent any scratches. And it's just a little more presentable than the baggie that they came in. It's the static that you get on these little, like, I don't know what you would call it, the thing that covers up the glue on the baggies. It's always really difficult to get rid of them. And then, just for extra protection, I have these cute little bubble bags with heart-shaped bubbles on them. So I pop them inside of that. And you can fit 2 side by side quite nicely. And where is my tape? Oh, my tape is downstairs. I might have to just use some washi tape. I have some here. So maybe fold that over. Just to keep that kind of tipped together. The washi tape isn't as good of a hold as my regular tape. I might actually do that the other way. That looks a little neater. Yeah, it's not as strong, but it's just to stop them popping out of the bag while they're in the envelope. Okay, so Michaela, you get your thank you card and your bookmark and your earrings. Go in to the envelope. And last but certainly not least, Jamesa. I'm sorry if I am ruining your name, but you have ordered an Astarian keyring. So don't know why I put that back down. Let's see, where is he? There. So we do the same process again. And that is all of the orders that need packaging up today. So the next order of business is to print off the labels, which I'm not going to film because I don't want to dox anybody. So I'll catch up with you guys again in a little while. Okay, the time has come. I now need to sort through these keyrings and these keyrings, and preferably get them organized into my box. So that's what we are doing now. I'm gonna put a vlog on and just calmly work my way through all of this.
I ain't got a soul to sell. See my face in the flames, they know me well. As far as heaven, I ain't going there, because hell's got the best party down there. But you said I can make it up in my 27 club, singing hallelujah while I'm coughing up my lungs. Who said I could make it up to the 27 club, singing hallelujah? Oh, there are emotional developments and outbursts. If you need some help, I know that makes it worse. I don't wanna feel no more, I just wanna hurt. All I know is dirt, dirt, dirt. There are emotional developments and outbursts. If you need some help, I know that makes it worse. I don't wanna feel no more, I just wanna hurt. All I know is dirt, dirt, dirt. I don't got no more fucks to give. My mind's always in the negative. I'm okay as long as I'm here with my friends, and they're in the bathroom throwing up again. Because I've got the best party down there. No one said life was fair, but we're making memories, and who really cares? Who said I could make it up to the 27 Club, singing hallelujah while I'm coughing up my lungs? The emotional developments and outbursts. If you need some help, I know that makes it worse. I don't wanna feel no more, I just wanna hurt. All I know is dirt, dirt, dirt. There are emotional developments and outbursts. If you need some help, I know that makes it worse. I don't wanna feel no more, I just wanna hurt. All I know is dirt, dirt, dirt. 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 There are emotional developments and outbursts. If you need some help, I know that makes it worse. I don't wanna feel no more, I just wanna hurt. All I know is dirt, dirt, dirt. There are emotional developments and outbursts. If you need some help, life in the air. Industrial waste and the unfiltered taste of it all. It's to die for, this salty thing that we have to call home is now gone. Life in the air. Everything's different. We're all better citizens. The palm trees and the island shores are here no more. Everything's different. We're all better citizens. The palm trees and the island shores are here no more. Life in the air. Life in the cities built in the sky, stairways to heaven. Everything's gone on the floors below. I had you when I was young, so your brain's not fried from the way it was. Everything's gone, everything's gone. But now everything's different. We're all better citizens. The palm trees and the island shores are here no more. Life in the air. Life in the Cities built in the sky, stairways to heaven. Everything's gone on the floors below. I had you when I was young, so your brain's not fried from the way it was. Everything's gone, everything's gone. But now everything's different. We're all better citizens. The palm trees and the island shores are here no more.
Oh, okay. That took quite a while, but I've organized one bag. I still have this bag to go. There's only two types of keyrings in here. I believe this is all Minthara and Lazel, because I ordered them at the same time. And that first bag was like a restock of some keyrings that, a restock of some keyrings that previously sold out. But yeah, I really should have done this earlier because I didn't even realize how low I was getting on Astarian keyrings because he was just in a bag. So I have 7 of him left. I actually only have 7 Carlux left as well. So I'm annoyed because the order that I placed a couple of weeks ago to restock the those rose notebooks, I could have ordered more Astarian keyrings. So I'm hoping that that doesn't cause too many problems, basically. You know, like people wanting to buy him over Christmas and things, because if I was to order him now, he would not come in time for Christmas. So yeah, I'm a little annoyed at myself for that, but you never know. There is still a lot of Astarian things in stock. You know, if you can't get a keyring, you can get a journal, a bookmark, a print, stickers. I have lots of him left. But yeah. So anyway, that took a while, and it's after 1 o'clock and I haven't received my package. I guess sometimes they're late with things. I don't know. It's an estimate. Usually, they arrive like when I'm at work, and then I have to go and pick it up from another place. But this time I actually changed the delivery date. So it actually could have arrived on Tuesday, but because I was working, I moved it to Friday. And then I was kicking myself afterwards because I thought I could have moved it to the Wednesday because Dan was in. I forgot that he wasn't working then, and yeah, so I could have already had it by now. But yeah, so we're still waiting on that to arrive. I am going to take a little break because I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm going to make myself a late lunch, some snackies, and then I'm going to get back to organising all of this. Here's our snack break. We're having a cream cheese bagel with smoked salmon. Not for you. Not for you. No. Hi. It's a little bit later in the afternoon because I had my little break, and then I went out to get a few little bits and post some of those orders, and something very exciting has come. So we have some new keyrings. So I am going to get those prepared so that I can show you them right now. Okay, are you ready? So I'm going to start with like the little cute thing. I have made phone charms. Little Hundrix phone charms. So there is Rumi. You see her there. So she's like itty bitty. Then we have Mira. I hide my face so it focuses on her. Mira. And lastly, Zoe. So, oh, these are so cute. I have already stolen one of the mirrors and attached it to my own phone. Now in the olden days, they used to actually put a little like hole on mobile phones for you to put a charm through. The way that I would recommend you doing it now, that phones don't tend to have that, is around the case where the hole for the battery port to go. You can literally just loop it around that little bar that's there. It's difficult for me to show you because I use my phone to film, so I can't really show you how I've affixed mine, but just like that is how it's done. I will probably use my phone as a model in photos, product photos, when I put them on Etsy. But yeah, 3 little phone charm designs. I've never done phone charms, so I'm interested to see how well they sell. Okay, next, these have turned out so good. I'm so happy with these. We've got keyrings with a little tassel. So here's Rumi. Her cute little design. She's double-sided, and her clasp is a little purple star. So there she is. And then Mira. Oh, how good does she look? Oh. And little pink tassel and a pink star. Woo. And then we have Zoe, who has the blue tassel and a silver star. They don't do like the blue metallic colors, so I thought silver is like the safest to go, and then it matches the bit on the end of the tassel anyway. But yeah, I'm so chuffed with these. These are so cute. And like with them being a little extra decorative, they could probably, you know, work really well as like bag charms instead, you know. A lot of people are hanging Labubus and things off their bags nowadays, but how good would this look? Mm. Oh, I just love them, they're so cute. Oh, would this make a good thumbnail? The lighting isn't right for that. I'll take some good photos of those tomorrow then. The other stuff that was in the box was just a restock of Astarian journals, so I finally have more of those. So they are now dot grid as well. Astarian previously I think was lined, so now I have dot grid Astarian journals, which means all of my Baldur's Gate journals are dot grid now, I believe. I think that is the case. I don't think I have any Halsons left that might be lined. I wouldn't have thought so. I'll have to double check that. Fairly certain that the only ones I had left that were lined were Astarian, but now he is dot grid, so he can go on the shop again, or I can just click that he's back in stock. But yeah, so the only thing with these Huntrix designs, so these aren't the like one side epoxy type of keyrings that my other ones are. It wasn't offered as for the tassel for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but so they're like the flat side on both sides, but that means that they have that protective film on both sides, so it's going to take me twice as long to prep all of those and get them ready. So I'm going to do that at some point, but I'm going to prioritize working through this bag of Lae'zel and Minthara keyrings. So I am going to do that for the rest of this afternoon. It doesn't feel like this afternoon because of how dark it is, but it's kind of, I suppose it's getting on towards tea time now. But yeah, I'm going to do that and see how far I get. And then I will most likely catch up with you again tomorrow when I decide to do some product photography, when the light has returned to this world. So see you then. So I've been like organising the Huntrix keyrings and things, taking the plastic off and things, and I've encountered a problem that I didn't notice at first. It's because I was looking at the little like parts of the box where I've put the phone charms, and the roomies looked a lot shallower than the other characters, and I thought like, oh, if they sent me less roomies, so I was going through and counting them. It looks like they've sent me the right amount, but they're taking up less space because they've put roomie on a different type of I don't even know what you call it, like the cord to attach it to your phone, whereas Mira and Zoe have this like fancy one where it's braided. Roomies is just like this. It's like this on all of the roomie ones. I wouldn't be bothered if it was like this on the Mira and Zoe's, because then at least they're all the same. But the fact that roomies is just less fancy now is like, oh, I don't know. Why is it like that? Why didn't they use the same one? That's so annoying. I don't know whether to email them, and I don't know. They're still perfectly functional phone charms. It's just that I like them all to be the same because they're meant to be part of like the set, you know? All three girls are meant to be the same. And now Rumi is not the same as the others. It's just bothering me that we've got like nice cards for Zoe and Mira, and then Rumi is just on this crappy little one. It also like affects the length, you know, like makes her much shorter. Do I just charge less for Rumi? Maybe make her cheaper? I don't know. It's very frustrating that has happened. So I don't know whether I should reach out to the company. I don't know. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? There wasn't, like, was this even an option? This type of thing? I feel like there was only one type of phone charm cord available on the website, but I'm gonna have a quick look just to see. Yeah, I mean, it's the same price. They don't charge any extra for using different types of phone straps. But it's just annoying. I'm thinking maybe they ran out of this kind and just defaulted to this. Oh god, I know. It's just like, if they'd sent them all with this, I wouldn't have even noticed, because I forgot what the phone strap was meant to look like anyway. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. It's like the charm is the important part. Ooh. The important part is like the little charm. But I don't know. It's just bothering me because these look kind of more premium. Lucy is having a moment. I wonder if I could buy in some of these and like swap them out with my tools. I mean, that is a faff. It's a faff on to do that. Oh, but I don't know. I was like so excited because, you know, everything's here. I was getting them all organized into the box. Everything was gonna be good. And I purely noticed because it looked like I could fit more roomies in the section of my storage box than I could the other girls. Lucy! My goodness. Because if you look, like the Zoe box is like much higher than the roomie box. Even the mirror box is a little less, actually. I wonder if there was any mirrors that have the different cords. It's crazy, like I've only just noticed. But other than that, don't the other keyrings look lovely in their storage boxes? Yeah, so I'm gonna get this closed. Hopefully it will close. Because obviously Zoe is bulging out a little bit. I might just put some Zoes in one of the other segments. And then this too. Those tassels are sticking out the edge. Whoa. And there they all are. I don't even know if they're going to stay in here, because an idea that I had, because the keyrings are like so premium and nice, I might do some packaging for them where they're like, make some little backing cards and put them in little baggies, and then when I'm doing like markets and things, I can like hang them up and they look a bit more presentable instead of just having them loose like I do the other keyrings. Because with them having those tassels on there, I mean, they're like sturdy tassels, they're not the type that would fray or anything, but I don't want anything to possibly spoil them, like if they get any dust on them or anything, because it's kind of like a fabric, like a suede sort of material. Are you done, madam? Lucy's here now. Have you done your barking? Yes. What were you telling everyone? Hang on. Oh. Do you have anything to say now? Anything to say to our viewers? Oh, right. So, yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what I should do with that, whether I should charge slightly less for the roomy one just because it looks less premium. Because at the end of the day, she cost me the same amount to make. So I don't know if I can really justify charging less for her. And I don't know whether it's worth buying more cords to swap them out, because yeah, then I'm spending more money. I might just have to roll with it and just say, look, Roomies is on a different cord, and if they sell well and I end up doing a restock, then next time I would hope that they all came on the same type of cord. Yes. It's annoying as well because Roomie, I suspect, would be the most popular, just because she's like the main girl. So the most popular girl has like turned out not as good. Ugh. Yeah, what do you think, Lucy? What do you think? She looks a bit deranged today, so you're telling. Yes. Yes. Right, so next order of business, I need to set up to do some product photography, and I need to actually clear some space in order to do that and create a nice little backdrop and whatnot, because I want to actually try hard with my product photography. Some of the other photos on my shop have just been like really quick, like daft ones, just purely to show the product. Yes, darling. Yes. You're so cute. Little kisses, thank you. Yeah, so some of them have just been really quick photos, purely to show the product with no like extra props and things around them. And I just want to make these look a little nicer. So I'm going to, you're gonna go down now, sweetheart. Whoa, there we go. So I'm going to use some of those fake like plant thingies that I originally bought to go around that Halloween sign that I made last week, or last vlog. It wasn't last week, because lost my train of thought. I'm going to use those fake plants to make it look a little fancy, because I didn't end up using it on the sign because it would look too overcrowded, but I still have them. So I'm going to create a little setup, maybe with some fairy lights. That might be cute. And I need to photograph the keyrings, the phone charms, and those new stickers that I made a while ago and still haven't put on the shop, because honestly it was the product photography that was putting me off doing it. I just couldn't be bothered. But I need to get my arse in gear and actually do that. So I will catch up with you again once I've got a nice little setup and I can show you, and yeah. So I've come up with something that I hope works. I'm hoping that these lights aren't too intense. But we are just gonna give it a go, see how these photos turn out. Okay, that's done. I did it pretty quickly. I ended up removing the fairy lights because they were way too intense. They were showing up too bright on camera. And my DSLR wasn't really playing, it was letting in too much light. I don't have an ideal photography setup. I want to get one of those little like mini boxes where you can put things in and it should like control the light a little better. But for now, I just use what I can. So I actually ended up switching to my phone because it wasn't like freaking out as much as my camera. So the photos were just taken on my phone. So pretty quick, but it did mean that means I don't have a product photo of the phone charm on my phone. So what I could do is steal someone else's phone and model it and then take another photo using that. But yeah, the next thing I guess would be to upload these photos and get them edited a little bit, get them to look nice and get the listings ready. I'll probably launch these products like maybe on Monday. I could do a little like, what's the word? Like an announcement post on Instagram and everything. Yeah, so that's what needs to be done now. I don't know how much time I have left because the plan today was to go and see my mum and my nephews. So I'm going to have to see what their plans are and figure out if I actually need to do that soon, because then this evening I'm going to have friends over for like hanging out and maybe play some games or something. So I don't know what else I can get done today, but we will have to just evaluate the situation and figure that out.
Caught your eye before the first downbeat. Every glance a move, I can't retreat. In the circle, we're drawn to compete. Show your strength, but don't concede. Strike the floor, now we both proceed. Hearts pound, double time, barely 2 feet apart. Signals exchange, do you play the part? Every silent moment feels like a start. Right foot, left foot, testing the art. Every step we take is war and peace. Body spiraling, search and release. Lines drawn tight, what's gained, what's ceased. Locked in rhythm, hope for the keys. You spit away, but I'm not letting go. Every feint a promise you bestow. Temptation strikes you in a single throw. Only one can leave, so toe to toe. Trading motives, only we really know. Who claims victory, who lets the fire in? Twisted allegiances tangled within. Each glance conceals where we've both been. Stakes like thunder under porcelain skin. Every step we take is war and peace. Body spiraling, searching release. Lines drawn tight, what's gained, what's ceased. Locked in rhythm, hope for the keys. Every step we take is war and peace. My breath in your ear, a dare unresolved. Every muscle, a secret, tension evolved. Tethered by heat and the will not to fall. You and I dancing, surrender and brawl. Every step we take is war and peace. Body spiraling, search and release. Lines drawn tighter, who finds.
Hi, so it is currently Sunday, and just like every week in true Emily fashion, I have left a lot of things till the last minute. So things that need doing today, I am just about to actually make those Etsy listings for the products that I took photos of yesterday. I've edited all the photos and everything, so I just need to upload them and make listings. So once I've done that, they will be available to buy, which means that if you're watching this vlog at the time of this being uploaded, they will all be available. So you can like run along to the Etsy, check them out, you know, grab one of these bad boys for yourself. The lighting's a little better today. Shall I try and pose for a thumbnail? Okay, that should be okay. I look a little sweaty, but when don't I? Sorry, I've got Lucy jumping up at the moment. Oh, baby. Right. Yeah, so just like a couple of quick bits, really. I'm about to do those listings, but then I really need to start editing this vlog. I'm changing my schedule slightly. I'm finding that Sunday can be my like editing day. It makes a bit more sense because I don't normally have anything else to do on a Sunday. I am seeing friends tonight, so I need to edit things a little faster than I would normally. But other than that, usually Sundays are pretty clear, so I think I could probably edit on Sunday and then the vlogs themselves could be scheduled to go up on Monday. That might be a slightly better schedule. I also need to let you guys know that for the next few weeks up until Christmas, I've been placed like long term, it's longish term, it's only a few weeks, but I've been placed in like a long-term role in a school where I'm going to be teaching art all the time. Supposedly, fingers crossed. There's been one too many times where I've been told that I'm teaching art and I go there and it's like 2 lessons of art a week and the rest is technology. Because a lot of schools merge the technology and art departments now and think that it's the same thing, which it is not. But anyway, I'm going to see what that's like. I'm a little nervous about it. I always get a bit nervous before I'm going to be somewhere long term. If it's like I get sent to the odd school for just like the day all the time. And I kind of like that. It's like a little adventure, like, ooh, you know, what's this school going to be like? And because I know that if I do something to like really mess up or if I embarrass myself, then chances are I'm not going to go back to that school very often or, you know, not for a while. So people have a chance to forget things. But if it's somewhere that I've never been before and I know that I'm going there for a few weeks, it's like, oh, if I mess up on my first day, then I've got to go back there the second day. And, you know, so it's just like a little more nerve-wracking. But yeah, I'm told it's a good school, but they always say that. They always say that. But yeah, sorry, my point is that while I'm doing this placement, I am going to be working the Fridays as well. I thought with me not getting that much work at the start of the school year, I wouldn't bother negotiating getting Fridays off with them. I thought I'll just work those Fridays to get a little bit of extra money in before Christmas. But Fridays are one of my main filming days. So I don't know what the state of the vlogs is going to be for the next few weeks, because it pretty much means that I can film Saturdays. If I manage to get any little bits done throughout the week, like if I'm not too tired when I get in from work, I can film little bits. And then it'll be Saturdays. And then if Sunday I'm editing, there might not be that much content. So I'm a little concerned about that. But hey ho, if it turns out that for a few weeks the vlogs are going to be pretty short, then I guess that's just how it goes. You know, I don't really have a target for these vlogs. I like it when they're like 50 minutes to an hour, mostly because I like long form content like that, because I like to put things like this on while I'm working. So vlogs that are only like half an hour or 20 minutes are usually a little like not as good. But then I know that there's other people out there who might be put off by seeing a video that is that long. So I don't know, it might be an interesting experiment to see if I actually start getting views on my vlogs if they're under half an hour. Because I don't really get a lot of views on these vlogs. Like I'm saying, like, oh, I'm worried about not getting a lot of content filmed, but I don't actually know if it's going to affect many of you. So my vlogs are, it's kind of like for me, they keep me accountable. And it kind of just helps me getting used to being on camera. It gives me a bit of practice with that so that when I do my main videos with voiceovers and stuff, I can sound a little bit more confident. That's the hope. Yes, so that's just an update that's going to be affecting schedules and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to have to start editing this pretty soon. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.